Hey, friends. Thanks for joining. Sorry, this isn't the secret sale that it was supposed to be, but technology, it's we just live by its rules. Well, I had planned to be streaming the secret sale, but it wasn't meant to be because Jamie's website, the Not Too Shabby Shop, is currently down. And the whole idea behind the secret sale is to give everybody not just like a sneaky peek, but an actual first chance to purchase the Easy Wonder die number 4. So since we can't offer that to you today, and Jamie was like on it, she called and they're like, yeah, our whole server's down and we don't know when it'll come back up. So it's not just Jamie's website, it's like everybody who has their website hosted with that provider. But let's cross our fingers. I did reschedule and I sent out an email. But I rescheduled the secret sale. It'll be the same link because if you already hit the notify button on that, you'll still get the notifications when we do go live tomorrow. Let's everybody send your like good vibes. Any website good vibes that you have, please send them to Jamie's website so that it gets up and running. So what am I gonna do instead? Well, figured I was planning on going live anyhow, and since you were planning on watching a live stream anyhow, I figure I'll still hop on and we can do a little chatting and crafting. I wanted to show you this. This is my Lindy's Gang swatch ring. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, don't you think? So last night I did a members only live stream and I swatched 32 new Lindy's Gang magicals, and this is what my completed ring now looks like. So I like seeing it like this because I feel like then I can see where my color gaps are. And you guys know if you've been watching my swatches, you guys know I'm like on the hunt for a really good red. I don't know why. It's just because I don't have them. This is like the only deep, deep red I feel that I have, in spite of the fact that there are a lot of labels on jars that would appear very deep red. But I feel like this is the only one that's like a nice, true red. And if I look at, some of the other colors in the rainbow, I feel like I have a really good, like, the blues, the teals, and the greens very well represented. Last time I swatched, I was really missing some orange, but I feel like with this last order, I was able to fill out a little bit more of the orange. Um, there's lots of pinks that look really similar, and only one real red. I would love like a red, a burgundy, like a maroon, a brick red. I kind of want more of those. Um, so if you have one and you want to suggest one to me, let me know. Oh no, so hold on. I have, sorry, I have links going that shouldn't be going. One sec. Street. Oh no. Well, it's a good thing Jamie's site is down because that link won't work for you anyways. Hold a sec. Oh man, folks. I was all prepared to be doing something else, so let me change that. Um, but how's everybody doing? Hopefully your week is off to a good start. And let me just turn that off and do this as well. So today, what I thought I would do instead is I think I will do some KCC crafting because I do have a series that I need to continue. So, well, okay. Well, it's not meant for everybody, so I just deleted that comment. So thanks for letting me know that it worked, but we're still not doing a secret sale because this is public for everybody. So I have since removed that comment. Oh man, my mistake. Jamie says it may be back up. It's okay, friends. It's I'm not changing the plans again. So I've already announced the postponement, and we're gonna keep that postponed because at the moment I'm public to everybody, and the secret sale is only meant for by invitation. And if you were so lucky to click that link, I guess have at it. But the reality is that it was not meant for this live stream. So first thing I want to do is I kind of want to share. I've gotten some ATCs. I've been organizing and doing swaps. So this was an autumn greetings swap that I did. So there are some beautiful ATCs that I received. That's the one I made and sent out, and then the rest are ones that I received from the group that I was placed in. And then some of these are paper escape swaps that I was a part of. And man, that's gorgeous, isn't it? So I like to kind of keep these. Look at all of these ones. This is really pretty. This is, oh, these are paper escape ones too. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, so we just did the summer break with Olo paper escape swap. So I joined, I think, 2 or 3 swap groups on that one. And then we did a 4th of July swap, and I got my last one as part of that. Actually, I think I got this earlier, but didn't load it in until now. So there's that. Sometimes I make ATCs and then I just keep them for myself. These are ones where I made these, but I like these, so I'm keeping them. They're from Not Too Shabby Papers. So those are from that. And this is, oh, that's pretty. This is from Von Marie. And I think this was just because, but for the paper escape. So I'll put that in my paper escape section here. All right. So I hope you join a future swap. So I've been doing more of them now that I have a tool that makes it really easy to kind of run the swap the way that I would like to run it, where there's good privacy with, handling addresses and personal information. And there's good accountability. So you have to mark that you've sent it, and then the other person has to mark that they've received it. And then I get notified if if folks don't receive and or don't send, and there's automatic reminders and all that good stuff. So I'll be doing swaps more. So I hope you be on the lookout for a future swap and hang out with us and have a little play, because these are fun to do. They're fun to organize and they're fun to participate in because it's small. It's like a little, and sometimes the swap groups are really small. They're only like, 2 to 4, and then sometimes the groups are a little bit larger. Kind of just depends. So it's not a huge amount. Our swap signups on Facebook, Jody, no, because I have a tool for them now. And I guess yes and no. They are announced usually on Facebook, so I'll let folks know when there's a new swap that you can sign up for. But the actual putting your name in and signing up to be assigned to a group happens on a custom website that I made, and a custom tool that I built. So let's see, how far did I get on KCC 23? I've started to do some prep, but I didn't get as far as I wanted. So that's what we're gonna do today. Is KCC 23. This works out well because later this evening is gonna be the live stream party, the KCC live party. Oh, did you see yours? Which one? Which one was yours? Because I don't know what your name is. It just says Carded Expressions. I want to see which one yours is. Do you mind telling us your name? Because then I can bring it back on screen. Let's see. Let me see if I could tell by the back. That's Julie. Which swap was it for? Yeah, I kept this whole set. Oh, Lisa. Okay, let me look. Lisa, would that have been scrapbooking fun? Nope. Wait, was it one of these? Sometimes it's hard to find the name. Yeah, I have a couple from you, Barbara. Yell at me when you see yours. No, these are from earlier, so it would have been over here. Mine is the happy to yeah, I remember that. That's Barbara's. That one there. That one's from. I'm still trying to find Lisa. Oh, here it is. That one. Thanks, Lisa. It's that one. Pretty sure. Yeah. And this was for autumn greetings. Love it. And I think the same person sent those two, so that would have been Karen. So, yay! Thank you. I'm not always the best at taking a photo and then posting it online, but I do like to show this and, load it into my sleeve and show the full collection. I think I have just about everybody who signed up for this swap. There is my other autumn greetings with the squirrel. That one, right? This one? Yep. That's a cutie. So hopefully you all don't mind that I do forget sometimes to post photos, but I do like to show them off when I do live streams. And I love collecting them. I like flipping through those every once in a while just to see. Who said they're working on KCC 23? Did somebody say that a second ago? I thought I saw somebody was working on KCC. Sonia, thank you, friend. I was like, I could have sworn I saw that comment come through. What sketch number are you on, friend? I am on sketch 2. This will be my second set, and I'm using Giddy for Gingham. So this was sketch number 1. And I did prep sketch 2. So I've cut all of the pattern papers, but you kind of want to, for me anyways, if I want to get them done in any amount of reasonable time, it helps to prep everything else along with it. So hi Sue, welcome friend. Function of flight 1. doesn't it make you feel a bit famous to see your work on screen? Aw. Well, I will endeavor if seeing your stuff on screen makes you feel famous, I will definitely show them off more. Kristen, hi friend. I'm on sketch 6. You're ahead of me. Sonia's up to 11, also ahead of me. um let's see. Okay. Well, this is my second set though, if it counts for anything. But do you guys have a favorite? Do you have one that's particularly well, is there anything that's particularly challenging? Anything I can help answer? Cuz I am, what's nice about doing this live is I don't have to guess what questions there might be. I'm actually here and available, so if you have questions, it's a lot easier for me to just go ahead and answer them live. So let's see. Okay, this one, these are the two cuts from the pattern paper. They go like that and like that. And I am going to weave more colored cardstock, but just picking up on some of these colors. And my biggest suggestion with this one, sketch number 2, is that you don't glue, I'm using white, but also shown in white. Don't glue this one down just yet. Use it so that you can trim these strips against it. So that white piece measures 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. And so what I like to do is I'm not even really going to work too hard at measuring this, but what you really want to just try to do is make sure that whenever you put a strip down, it goes clear off the edge. Like, you don't want it like this where it comes short of that edge. So just make sure that I'm not that particular about where I'm actually putting this down, but I like it to look woven. So what I'm gonna do is only put just like a little bit of adhesive in the center of this strip. And that way, what I can do now is that's going to represent this one right here. Now what I can do is see I can still weave something under it if I want that option. So then, hey, where's my other strip? Okay, here it is. And I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just going to put a little bit under there. And these cross over each other, so all I'm aiming to do is just make sure that as I position this, it goes completely off the white and it doesn't stop short of it. And because we haven't glued this down, you can now trim against, you can use the edge of this white sheet to trim, and we're going to do that for all of them. Okay, so you don't have to necessarily weave like under over. If you don't want, you can just put them down. And I like to add those pieces to my envelopes too. Oh, that's such a good idea. That helps it to really coordinate. All right, so. Oh, is this your first time playing along, Sonia? That's awesome. Well, if you have questions, just let me know. So then I'm gonna just do like a little bit of a trial run at how I want to maybe put this together. So if I do a little something like that. And then I can go over, under, over like that, you know? And then, you know, you can just kind of wing it. It's not going to be, I don't think it'll ever really be a perfect weave. but, but we're just gonna wing it. And if it's easier, you can put a little bit of liquid adhesive as you go. So I just like to tack it down where I know it's gonna be where I know I don't have to lift it again. So here I just put a little bit of liquid adhesive right there because I know for certain I just want that piece to go over. And I've left the two ends able to be lifted so that I can still have that option to weave. So this one I might do something a little bit like that. And so this is gonna go under, over, and then under. No, maybe under, maybe under this one. This does have some adhesive here, but I haven't burnished, so I can still lift it. Okay. Yeah. Now figure out what I want to do on that end, but I think this is how I want that to look. So I'll just tack the blue piece down, and then the pink piece is gonna go down like that. And I think that looks good. I'm just trying my best to kind of make those even. Yeah, don't worry about the weaving. Because later, Jamie, because it's not really, you know, necessary. It's just maybe sometimes if you like the look of it, you might want to do it, but like I'm going to do the opposite here. So I think this will be good to go all the way down, especially since this definitely takes more time if you want to weave it. And it is something that is a little bit tedious if you're trying to get it done fast, right? So let's see, get that like that. And this has enough kind of overhanging that I'll probably cut that and maybe even use it again, what's left over. And I could have, if I was smarter, I would have shifted this over. I could have probably gotten more out of this blue strip, but try to, if you start it like this where not too much is overhanging, you'll probably be able to use like the opposite end. Like this one I can use again if I need it, because that bit of scrap is big enough probably to use. Oops. Okay, and so now with this I will do maybe blue like this, like that. So let's get this blue down. I think Kendra put up a poll. I'm pretty sure this is still the case. I don't think it would have changed too dramatically since last time I checked. But Kendra put up a poll in the KCC Patreon group to see what folks voted was the hardest sketch, and I think this one took the lead for the trickiest sketch, but I'm choosing to make it much trickier than it really needs to be, because you could just lay them down without the weave and you know it would be fine. So here I'll go ahead and put the yellow, maybe something like that. And you can see I'm not exactly going over, under, over, under. It's not perfect. It's just, you know, we just go with the flow as you're laying down your pieces. You just kind of figure out what you want to do as you grab each one. But the key, I mean, my key is for how I approach this. I just don't glue it all down. I just leave, leave yourself options, and then you can decide on the fly what you want to do. So like here's the pink. Maybe I'll come back in here and do a little over under with the pink. This is extra at this point because I just kind of like going the whole distance. I don't know. You don't have to, but I kind of like having, I mean, I have the strips done anyways, so may as well use them. So, oh, Barbara, did you vote on this one? Yeah, I can totally understand this definitely being one of the trickiest for sure. Because it's, especially if you want to do the weaving. It's the kind of thing where if you do want to do the weave, it's hard to explain, you know what I mean? Like in a just a PDF, like a printout of the sketch. So, but you can see I'm just like not really being overly precise about anything. And I'm not super bothered if it's not like a perfect over under weave. I just want the idea of the crisscross. I would want one more pattern. Yeah, I'm right there with you, friend. Because there's like 3, right? And you have an odd number. I think is that your reasoning? Because that would be my reasoning. We can add one. I have room. I think I'm gonna add this extra yellow one here. Right under there. Could use a little bit of yellow here. So there's that. And you can see this is like scrap from my printable. I like when I do stuff like this where I'm just using like a cardstock layer to cut against essentially. I do actually prefer like a copy paper or lighter weight paper. So the Epson Premium printer paper that I use, it's only 48-pound cover, so it's not super duper heavyweight. Let me see if I can get another. I kind of, I'm with you on this. I'm gonna see if I have scraps, or I probably don't have scraps, but if I have another sheet of that pattern. I should. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna, it's just another little ½ inch. So I'm just gonna snag ½ an inch and just put another little strip that way. Because we can. It's our card. And if you are playing along with KCC, you can be taking these liberties too. It's totally okay. I don't think it can be denied that my card is gonna ultimately look like it was inspired by the sketch. So I think it'll be just fine. So I'm gonna glue this down. And then this will be over the blue, under the pink. Kind of like that. Okay. This is why it's helpful to not glue this layer down until you've got your woven panel done. Yeah, you do too. Yeah, I mean, I like, I mean, I like, you know, that I like crafting with my printables, but I'll be honest, I don't use all of it all the time. It's a lot to craft with. Okay, now that we've got our weave done, so I always have to print the whole collection because I put out a video to show everything, but I'll be honest, I don't always. This is why I appreciate my crafty friends who craft with digitals and all of you who craft with my digitals and share, because I could use the help promoting them. All right. So there's that, and then I do have. This is lawn fawn. This is just from a previously created. I don't want to say it's a pre-made because I don't believe something you've made yourself is a pre-made. I'm still bitter about that. If you know, you know. It's a Lindy's Gang background that I made. And I just had like a little bit left over of this that I thought I could frame up to be the back. This little Polaroid die is also from Lawn Fawn. And the smile is from Lawn Fawn. And Danielle knows what I'm talking about. I should have taken a poll. And I kind of feel like I need to make this way. Look at that. Aren't they cute? I figure there's so much color. I'm not going to color the image. Brings more of that white into here, but I do feel like it needs to be like this because this takes up too much. Yeah, that's awkward. Yeah. I'm going to turn mine. So that's another thing that is, if you want your card usable, do make sure to open it. Almost had a backwards card just now. Oops. And so one of the common things that you can definitely do with any KCC sketch is just rotate it if you prefer that it needs to be oriented a little bit differently. I don't know why I care. I don't know why I turned it, but for some reason this looks like the bottom to me. Okay. I've done plenty of ups. No, okay, so Sue, here's my question though. Here's my question, because I've done it a plenty also. Do you still send and use those cards though? Or do you like fix it? Because I have done that, and then what I do is I just cut the card, and so that I just have the card front, and then I put that whole thing onto another card base that opens the correct way, which makes it a little bit bulkier, but I don't think I've ever sent it as is though. Like upside down cards or backwards cards. Okay, you do the same thing. Just cut the front. Yeah. You do too. Is that what it is? The is is this one grounding? I think this one to me also feels kind of heavy. So I wanted to put this. I kind of want to do this offset. Something like maybe something like that. I sort of like it offset. And you do? Okay. Isn't a left hand? Wait, what does it mean, a left-handed card? Like open that way? I am a rebel. And then this is low profile, so I don't know. No, I'll just go. I was gonna put it up on. No, yeah, I think I will. No. I'll just glue it down straight. If I did another layer of low profile, it would still be fine, but I think I'll keep it. I'm gonna tuck them in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Card number 2 done. I had a tag and pocket. Oh, it opened the wrong way. Oh. That just makes it a little extra special. All right, sketch number 3. I did do some prep here. Thank you, Jeanette. All right, so sketch number 3 is okay, so here's what I've done with sketch number 3. These strips are here, and I just put washi behind them so that it's just now one piece. It's a lot easier to fuss with that than mess with them individually. And plus, I like to do that so that then I can center that whole thing, as opposed to if I just start laying one down, by the time I get to the other end, guaranteed is not going to be centered. I just don't possess that skill. And I don't want to measure and mark anything. So, I don't mind eyeballing, but it's just a lot easier for me to have all of these connected, and then I can just go plunk like that, and then eyeball left to right that this 2 space is equal, because you know you can measure it, you could do a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm not a big fan of having to measure. I like to just make my life easy. Now I can just do this and glue all this down. And I'm not too terribly worried about top to bottom, because it's all staggered anyways. I'm more trying to just get the 2 ends equal. And then this piece here, I'll cut to fit. I don't know if I like this purple. I have this left over. I don't know that I like that either. Well, I did pick this purple for this for this section, but because this is a pre-made card base, it's already this color. I'll just go with it. I don't know that it's my favorite now that I'm looking at it again. Did I miss what papers? Oh, I did the cutting in a part one, and I only briefly mentioned, but this is the paper pad I'm using. It's from Lanfan, and I think it came out last month. So it's really, Lanfan is a super sponsor of KCC. So they actually sent me and Kendra this paper pad to craft with. You should check out Kendra's. I tried to, and I haven't yet, but intentionally did not want to look at Kendra's before I made mine. Because I'm not sure, I don't know if we picked the same papers. I don't know if she went with, so here's the thing that I really like about this, because you have the gingham in this way, like, and then the diagonal as well. I don't know if Kendra did a mix. I took all 6 diagonal gingham for mine. So I'm kind of curious. I knew Kendra did hers earlier, so I just don't want to copy her ideas, so I tried not to look. So I haven't yet. But she did use the same paper pad. Hey Jenna, how's it going? Hey Lisa. I have to say, if you've never done a KCC before, using like a small repeat, like a really, a pattern paper that is super, non-directional and is, let's see, this is kind of cool. I have this speech bubbles. That's kind of cute. That kind of looks like a cloud. So let's just do that. I'm gonna cut this out, see what it looks like. It's been so long since I've used this die set. It's been so long since I've used Lanfan. I mean, it's kind of crazy, like, you would think it would be so easy for me to find white cardstock, but often the fastest source of white cardstock for me is like a leftover printable. It's usually what I grab first. Alright, so let's see how this looks. This is so pretty. Look, it's got the stitching detail. Oh, I really like this die. It's got the stitching detail on the inside, but it also leaves stitching detail on the outside too. So if you wanted to have a panel and then cut clouds through it and make a little shaker behind here, you could. That would be really neat. So I'm gonna do that here. Oh, I kind of like that. And then I have lots of sentiments, but so many of mine I think are holiday, happy Halloween, season's greetings. There's another holiday one. Oh, this is like a get well soon kind of one. Let's put all of the holiday ones to one side. Oh, I could use this. I love dies that. Yeah, me too. This is a holiday one. Stitching is always such like an easy little detail to add to a die, so it's really, I think, no reason not to have stitching detail. Alright, we'll just do thanks. I was going to do thanks, but in this word die, but I'll save that for when I use maybe one of those other little speech bubbles. Now, this is supposed to be like an actual, there's like the little circles for this to be like a little thought bubble here, but I'm gonna just maybe pretend it's like a little cloud, because I think you could use these as clouds too. And then we'll just stamp. Oh, maybe I'll stamp smile, kind of like that. I've been making more thinking of you or generic because, yeah, I really, I think this is really smart because I feel like then you can kind of just use it for whatever you need. Like, even if it is a birthday, thinking of you, happy birthday on the inside, that works still. So it is kind of nice to make just your general, keep it nice and general on the outside. Oh, this fits pretty good. And then you can handwrite your message for it to be whatever you need it to be. I'm trying to think also ahead for Cards for Cubs next year. It's usually in March. And I know some folks are already, I think, starting to make for it. But I do also want to kind of keep that in mind too, because then whatever cards I don't use, if I make them like nice, general, and that they could be used for encouragement cards, then they would qualify for Cards for Cubs. And then I can, oh no, my spray bottle is not here. I don't have any water to clean this. Jamie is so tidy when she crafts. I feel like I have to be like a little bit tidy. She always cleans her stamps and she's they look like new. Yeah, it's pretty, isn't it, Christina? Don't you just love the little swirlies? This is Love You a Latte. Of course I bought it. It's got the word latte in it. But I think it's meant to kind of be like, you stamp it over the mug and it's like steam that comes out of the mug and spells out these words. But I feel like they're really good, to use on their own too. I'm not tidy at all. It's a hot mess express. Choo choo. Oh, Kristen. Thank you for letting us all know that it's okay to not be tidy. Tidy crafters. Alright. I am going to put a little bit of course, low profile foam. What else is there? I get this in a variety of different, because I try like a lot of different brands on Amazon, and some of them have adhesive on one side, some have adhesive on both sides. This does not have any adhesive at all, and sometimes I buy double-sided adhesive sheets, and then I'll just add, because this is a big sheet, it's like 11 by 17, I think, and then I'll just add, my 8.5 by 11 sheets of adhesive and turn it into a double-sided foam adhesive sheet. Okay, guys, I found this the other day. Look at all of these glitter enamel dots and bellies from Pink and Maine that I have. I forgot I had this. Truth be told, these are from because I used to subscribe to the box, the Crafty Courtyard box. So we would get these. So I'm gonna grab. Maybe this one has some colors. All the pretty colors. Kind of feel like, I know, isn't it great when you find things out of your stash and you're like, yay! It's like, I literally shopped my stash and found some stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Craft Roulette Live is this. It's this week, right? I think some folks are taking off, leaving for it. Who all is going? Who? What color do I want? Maybe I think this green. Oh no, wait. Maybe I should use the yellow because yellow and purple. Yeah. Yellow is nice and bright also. Boop. Go there. And I always do the same thing with my dots. I always put like biggest one there, middle and small, upper left. I don't know if that looks good, but that's my go-to positioning. All right. I didn't used to be a hugger, but both of my besties are huggers, and now I hug my friends, and so I can pass them on for you. Aww, that's awesome. Love the mini stamper. Yes, me too. Okay. I have a little story. So this is We Are Makers mini precision press. I love it. I use it so much, but the reason why I love it is because I adapted mine with this. And this is this is actually a mirror stamp plate from Artistry. This looks black, but it's clear. It's just because it's printed. See? This is a brand new one. So I love it because it's somewhat sticky. It's photopolymer, so it's meant so that if you wanted to do mirror stamping, back in the day, this was so popular to do. You would stamp this you would stamp onto this photopolymer and then put your paper to it, and then you would get the reverse. And in sublimation, sometimes you have to do that if you want, especially something that has like lettering and you want to transfer that. But Artistry closed, so folks aren't going to be able to get this anymore. So that's kind of sad. But one of the things that Ashley did for us, she's the owner, is for the affiliates, she was like, hey, whatever you guys want that's in stock still, just put in an order. If you're willing to pay for shipping, I'll send it to you. So I told her, could I get this? And she's like, yeah. How much do you want? I was like, I don't know, how much do you have? So I have a lot of these, because I wanted to make sure that there was still going to be a way for, if folks like my little mini Empress and you want to do my hack, that I would have those, and if I needed to, I could sell it. But my plan is I have enough that I can put into Paper Escape retreat kits. So I have I have that many that I can put it into paper escape retreat kits. I mean, I don't sell like a ton of kits, but every time I've done a paper escape, we've been thankfully, increasing the number of kits. So that's always really encouraging to see. So that might find its way, well, I won't say might, it will find its way into a paper escape kit just as a matter of when. So that is sketch number 3. Oh, do you need one, Barbara? I will send you one. Just remind me. I mean, this size works so good for most things because it fits this tool perfectly. It like it goes right to the edge and right to that. So, it's a perfect, I think, 3x4. So I love it. And if I ever, so I think you guys probably already know, we are makers. They're owned by like a larger umbrella company that also owns Notions Marketing that does business to business, wholesale. And they had a fire at their warehouse, so they're not able to do the wholesale distribution that they used to. But once they're back up and running, who knows? Maybe what I'll do if there's enough interest is I'll even order some of this wholesale, because the nice thing with Notions is you don't have to order like hundreds and thousands. It's smaller quantities. It makes it a lot easier for like small businesses to just get, a little bit here, a little bit there. So I might even just order the mini precision press and then sell it bundled with this, so that folks can just buy a bundle and have my exact hack, my exact like setup. Because this comes with a thin little foam pad that I don't really like. Because it's not sticky and it's not magnetic, but the photopolymer will hold what you put in. So yeah, it's really cute. Oh, the other thing is we're so like off topic now. But the other thing the other thing that I am experimenting with, the other idea I'm experimenting with is I want to try to use this as I saw the coolest thing the other day. Who was I live streaming with? I was live streaming with somebody who had like a mini gel plate. It looked like it was this size, and it was like ATC size. So you know how I showed my ATCs earlier? ATCs are 2.5 by 3.5. And so wouldn't it be fun to do like a little mini gel print, like, and then just do ATC backgrounds on them? So I kind of want to play with that idea. That's why I have this one opened, so that I can see if it'll work as a gel plate. Because wouldn't that be cool? We have like multiple uses for it. I would get another if you get some on your site. Okay, good to know, Jody. I can make them available for sale at some point. I gotta figure out what I need to remember. I think, and they're not that expensive. I think Artist Free sold them for $5. So not too bad, I feel. Should we do just one more? Oh, Norma, you would buy the bundle? I'm gonna check. I don't know how close We Are Makers is to getting their warehouse back up and running. I'll check where they're at with that, because I definitely want to do it, because I get asked a lot about that mini stamping tool that I use, but unfortunately I don't. I keep telling folks that it's the mini precision press, but then I always kind of forget the fact that I've created my own little hack for it, so when folks have purchased it, they're not really getting it with the thing that makes it usable for me, which is that mirror stamp plate. Okay, so here's sketch number 4. So I kind of want to see when I hope they're able, that's just so sad, that they are, had that fire, and thankfully I believe nobody was harmed, or hurt by it. So that's at least a blessing. Okay, so we'll start with this, and then we'll have these going across like that. And I think I want white back there. See, this is the part where that I try to do. It goes a lot faster when I have these decisions made in advance. But I was sad. Do you guys know the story? I think I've told it several times, of artistry. I mean, it just breaks my heart because I don't think it would be an unfair characterization to say that artistry is only out of business because of Joann's and their, closure. Because I feel like, I don't know, and I guess you could argue that maybe if, I don't know, I honestly don't know what they could have done differently. But if you don't know the story, basically the artistry was just over the moon because Joann's decided to pick them up and offer their products in stores. And so they were super duper happy, like ecstatic, because it was a huge order. Like, I don't know how many stores, I don't know if it was across, the whole country or what, but it was a big deal. It was not, it was not nothing. And so they were super thrilled and excited by that, but to fill that order, they did have to invest in buying all of that product. And well worth it, because you buy all of the inventory, and it's to fill an order, so it's not like they bought it and on the hopes that Joann would pick them up. No, Joann said they're gonna stock them. They placed a purchase order, and Artistry got geared up, put their manufacturer, got it manufactured and all of that. And then I don't know how soon after, but all of a sudden Joann says to everybody, we're done. We're filing bankruptcy. And Artistry had already they literally took a shipment of that big order when they got the news that Joann's was filing bankruptcy. So now they have a ton of inventory, and they're out a ton of money. And so they have to hustle to try to sell it all. And that's tough when that's not the normal volume that you do. So unfortunately, they just never bounced back from that. They cut costs as much as they could, did trade shows and workshops as much as they could, They just did everything to the best that they could, and it just wasn't enough. So after, when it came time to decide, do we keep the space, because they had physical warehouse space in order to take all of that inventory. It was time to like renew their lease, and they're like, well, we need to decide, are we gonna try to continue to limp along, or are we just gonna call this good? And so they had to call it good. I know, I think, yeah, it is so sad. I don't, to your point, Artistry, I doubt, is the only company that suffered from this. And I heard worse stories, because I've heard stories where Joann's took possession of the inventory, did not pay for it. So then in that scenario, those companies are not only out the money that they were expecting, they are also out the product. They also don't have the product to try to sell to somebody else. So those people got even more, you know, fill in the blank word that I'm sure you all can guess. So at least in the case for Artistry, they had they at least still had not yet shipped the order. Because a lot of times what happens is, and I did not know this, but a lot of times what can happen is, you ship, you get this purchase order, and then you ship the product, and, sometimes they're on like a payment plan where they have 30 days to pay, 10 days to pay, 15 days to pay, whatever the agreement is. A lot of times, if it's if it's a long established relationship, or very stable partnership, or business that you're working with, you might agree that okay, this is a big order. You have 30 days to pay. If you've never worked with somebody before and you don't know if the company is super reliable, that they can sell it or whatever, then maybe they have to pay within, they ship and get the products, but they just have 10 days to pay, or, whatever the case may be. So it's not always the case that, you're paid before you ship the product out. And I heard that that was the case for some people, where they had paid, they had shipped, their orders out to Joann's, and they're out the product, and they did not get money for it. As we are all still crafting, sharing. Yeah. What do you guys think of that, though? Do you guys feel like our craft is still going strong? Do you think that, because they're like, to your point, Janet, I do feel like the industry is, this is so big. What size is this? I should just go by this 3x2. Do you guys feel like there are still a lot of crafters crafting? Because you're right, I see closures left, right, and center. And sometimes closures aren't always a sad thing. Sometimes it's just, it's just time. Most businesses are small businesses run by like a single person, and, they might like to have their life back. So, so it's not always sad when a business closes, but I wonder if it's just because there just not as many people doing handmade cards anymore. Are we like a dying breed? Because I mean, besides the people who I kind of know, or when I do swaps and stuff, people in my like personal life, I don't get store-bought cards from them, much less handmade cards. I just feel like card giving in general is not, maybe it's just the people I know, but like besides Christmas, outside of Christmas, I don't really get cards. So I just wonder if, and that's even store bought, much less a handcrafted card. There are lots from the cat. Oh, okay. So, because I have heard that, like craft fairs, like Scrapbook Expo, have been sort of dwindling a little bit, but it depends really on the. I'm gonna have these two running towards each other. I think that's kind of cute. I'm not gonna color though. Coloring is gonna take me forever. Um, I think many crafters could continue crafting for years, and the only truly necessary purchase would be adhesive and paper. But we do go through adhesive probably more because we don't tend to hoard adhesive, rightfully so. Um, Hi Pam, also. But you're right because I have so much colored cardstock. I could probably go for years without restocking on. Oh, white cardstock too. Okay, I think you're right. I could probably go years without buying paper. This is a very true statement. That's so cute. That. Yeah, okay. Yeah, at the minute I said that, Pam, I was thinking to myself, wait a sec. I think I have paper aplenty, if I'm gonna be honest. I think I could go a couple years also. So true. Now, if I was going to color with alcohol, then I would be stamping with well, my preferred is Memento, but I know I'm not gonna color these, so I'm gonna stamp with VersaFine because that's my favorite. Yeah, I have, but Jody, I buy my hammer mill, my hammer mill digital color copy paper. I buy by the case, and one case is 6 reams, and one ream is 250 sheets. I can go years. I have had to buy it twice though, so um, so I do go through it. But I think one case like that has lasted me several years. But I know because I just bought a case, so at the moment I could probably go. I could probably go a couple years. No, no paper, but I could probably go a couple years no adhesive also. Because I have a lot of 3D glue gel. I'll just use that for everything. All right. So there's that. Wait, let me put this back before I forget. I do hoard. Well, I don't hoard my adhesive in the sense that I don't use them. I just tend to stock up on a lot of adhesive. So, because I think of hoarding more like, oh, just have it there to have it, you know, not necessarily for to use. um, hmm, what what sentiment do I think I want to do I miss you, but not straight like this. I think I'm going to do I stacked. I miss you. So I'm going to do miss. And I will not be doing stamp surgery. No, no. None of that business. I am not a stamp surgeon. I am gonna which expo do you go to? They have one, the one in Washington State is I think in May, but I keep on missing it for one reason or another. Just because it's by the time I remember, it's like a little bit too late, but it's not too terribly far from me. I just haven't made it a priority to go to. And the one time I went, I kind of feel like there wasn't a lot going on. Miss. And then I want to clean this really well to reposition it. Oh, you go to the Cali one. Is it pretty big? Like, are there a lot of people that go and a lot of companies that have booths there? When I went to the Washington one, it was kind of, I felt like there weren't a lot of people or companies. Yeah. Hey Pam, do you go to the expo scrapbook expo here when they're in town? I would much rather mask than stamp surgery. It really is, Jana. Picking my papers was easy peasy. I just picked all 6 diagonal gingham. I was like, done. You know, normally I wouldn't say it's the longest, but normally just my paper selection process itself is like a good chunk of time. I wish I'd started this a little bit higher, but that's okay. Um, okay. Boop. Oh, Pam, okay. I did not do a good job masking on this one. Gotta clean this real well. And also, double insurance. I'll mask it from the other side. Scrap paper. Just do this. Okay. Just in case I didn't clean that super well. Alrighty. I know that would have been a lot easier if I had been willing to just cut my stamp up. But I refuse. No stamp surgery for me. Yup, no surgery. No surgery. This is the hardest thing to keep track of. Oh, thanks, Jeanette. These stamps are like ancient Lan Fan. So if you don't recognize them, that's why. They're probably from, I wonder if this says the year. I doubt it. This one's scooting by. Is there a mailing list? A mailing list for Scrapbook Expo, Carla? Or girl, do you have a brother scan and cut? You need one. Don't put yourself through that. Most of the time, not always, but most of the time they scan and cut pretty well. I think this month's, because the art that is no line, like some of the ephemera pieces in the printable are more like no line illustrations. It's a little bit hard. The Brother Scan and Cut, I feel, has a little bit of a harder time picking up the edges, but it still does a fairly decent job. It's way better than fussy cutting, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna put that down. You gotta treat yourself. It's so, well, I don't know how often you craft with digis, but I mean, you can kind of save yourself the cost of coordinating dies too. Although I have to say, the dies are always still more convenient than taking it to the scan and cut. But for digitals, I feel like way easier to just print a sheet of ephemera, you know, and then just let your brother scan and cut have at it. I kind of wish that they had a, you know how Cricut has the little Cricut Joy? I wish the Brother Scan and Cut would have like a little version, you know, like a little desktop version of the Scan and Cut, because I would totally want one just like this footprint, enough to like, you know, scan and cut one little image like that or two little images like that. I would love that. I would totally keep it on my desk all the time. So, bye Barbara. Have a safe journey home. Thanks for hanging with us. Oh, but Jana, check Black Friday deals, because I got mine on a Black Friday deal on Amazon. I mean, it's been several years, but you know how it is. Like, that's the sort of thing that on Black Fridays you might see a pretty significant price drop. Yeah. Somebody needs to, who has contacts at Brother? Can we talk them into it? All right. So, I think I've got Maybe I'll do one more. I'm just gonna do one more. I think I said that last time too. But then it'll be an even 5 that I've done. So we'll be like a good 1/3 the way through. This is 5. Oh, that's a nice one. So this one has, oh, Marketplace. Yeah. But guys, do you guys do have you had good luck with that? Because Marketplace, like, it's used, right? So, like, do you guys ever have any hesitations about it being used? Because it's not like you can test it usually, right? Oh yeah, here we go. No, this is going to be impossible to get in there. I have to use a die. Do I have a favorite sketch? Um, this is, ooh, that's just perfect. I think one of the ones, let me see, hold on. From my first set of cards, I think there's definitely one that I liked. Hold on. I really liked how I think in terms of sketch, I'm not sure, but this is one of the ones that I really like putting together because I had a lot of fun with her because I had used the top half of her on an earlier card. Her. So I use this was the top of that. And there's still so much left of her that I didn't use. But I didn't have enough of her torso, so I don't think you could tell, but I actually took a different pattern paper and I just extended this, like reattached her torso, and then I used a die cut to make the little waistband on the skirt. It really felt a lot like paper dolling. So I think I had the most fun making this sketch, or this one, which I think is the sketch 15. And I liked, doing, I think I did kind of different levels for these stripes. Like some of them are raised. So I just had a lot of fun with this one. This is sketch 15. And so that's definitely, but I don't know if I like it because that I like that sketch. I just really like how that particular card came out. There was another card that I really like how it turned out as well. Let me look at this. Oh, this one I really liked how this one turned out too. Which sketch would this have been? Oh, I need my printout. But this is the actual pattern paper. I just die cut it and then framed them so it kind of looks because I really liked how the pattern paper looked, but I just added the frames and then brought this forward. So there's certain things that, like, that's the thing that the reason why I like KCC is that it gives you a great starting point. But then, you know, just depending on what this was sketch 15. So just depending on what your card needs, you know, what has to happen for you to be able to fit, you know, your design and the things that you want to do. Um, you might need to like shift and do something else that's creative. And so you should take those liberties and do that. Um, but I like that you can take those liberties, but at the same time, you know, you have a place to start. You have the pieces. And so if you're a little bit lost for creativity or like a little bit just like you feel like you're staring at a white card base and you don't know what you want to do, having the sketches is really nice as a little starting point. Um, but you'll find a lot of the time my cards start to deviate from the sketch because of the paper choices or other choices that I've made. It just seems like it's necessary to deviate. Yeah, I really like the wonky. If I can put something on a wonky angle, I'm gonna do it. uh, Bye, Jody. See you tomorrow. Yes, you can still sign up. Well, I feel like I've been emailing you guys a lot, but I guess I'll email a final reminder tomorrow. Also, I hate emailing too often, but it was meant to be today, and we didn't know how long. It was crazy. Jamie's website went down right 10 minutes before, or at least we noticed 10 minutes before I was meant to go live, and so I rescheduled it, but then I thought, okay, well, I'll still go live because I was planning on, I set the time aside to go live anyhow. And then her website came back, so we should be in good shape for tomorrow's secret sale. Do you love? I love your stray ideas. Yeah. Thanks, friend. Oh, you know the good thing, speaking of like brother scan and cut, if you are able to find one used, and you can like verify that it still works and stuff, I have heard that it just seems like the older ones are more reliable. Because everybody that I've talked to, because I had some major frustrations using mine. It works more or less reliably now, but that wasn't always the case. And so when I ask people for advice, the folks who like love their brother scan and cut, those folks have one thing in common. They have like the first generation brother scan and cut. It's pretty basic. It doesn't have like a ton of bells and whistles and stuff. And it's you know, but it works. It does the one thing that's in its name. The two things that are in its name. It scans and cuts reliably without fail. And so that is one benefit if you are able to get an older model. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing of taping these together, and one of the things that I like using is my mini scoreboard. And I just put it like this so that it's really, oops, they're straight, you know, they're lined up at the top and flush with each other. And after you do this, if for whatever reason they weren't perfectly cut, there's an opportunity to actually take them into your trimmer and just give it like a little haircut if you need. So you could always do that, you know, just to make sure. This one is good because we made it flush with the scoreboard. But you know, if you had something that was just like a little bit off, like this was off by like a fly's eyelash. That's all I cut. But if that's the sort of thing when it's like off that it bothers you, do that because it's really easy to get it all straight. Yeah, see? And do you ever have problems with it, Carla? Because my guess is you do not. That's I I always hear people who have the OG don't have any issues. Yep, see? Never. What about you, Carol? Do you ever have any issues? Like, issues meaning sometimes what will happen is it starts to get a little bit off, so you have to recalibrate. Other times it's very off, or it's the mat. Maybe it has more to do with the mat, but the paper won't stick, and so then it starts to lift and shift, and that's terrible. Sometimes there's like stray cuts in all different places. Yeah, there's. Is this too much? I was gonna do this across. Hey, do you guys like having the same gingham color under, or do you like it better mixing and matching them? Oh man, I'm gonna have to match the. I wonder if I should do it straight like that. Should I mix up the colors down here or match them up? You like the same color? Oh, you do the same too? Okay. Same. Oh, everybody's same. Okay, well, let's do that then. I don't know about this. I feel like it's too much, right? Too much gingham? Is it such a thing as too much gingham? I feel like there might be. I just have a lot of these pre-mades, so I think I'll use a pre-made. What other color? Oh, I could do, I have a lot of these purple pre-mades. Okay, so I'm gonna go with that, and I think I'm gonna do solid across, maybe white. Okay, for a while, some people are having issues with updates and changes. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so this will be something like that. And then, so if I recut this, it's going to be 4 by 1. Just use some scrap here. Okay. I can't. Oh, that's so funny. I was like giggling. What about? Tell us the joke. The gingham is pretty, isn't it? I just wonder if having the gingham go across is going to be too much gingham. I mean, is there such a thing as too much gingham? I don't know. I mean, maybe what I'll do is like, oh, maybe what I should have done is cut the white bigger. Oh, I have a little white border in between. Oh, I want to do that instead. Yeah, let's do that. Hold on, let's see how this looks. We'll just fake it with this. Ah, yeah. Okay. I think that's what I want to do. All right, I have an idea. I like it better now with of course I don't know what I'm going to do for a sentiment here, but I like having this little white here, tidies up that edge, and then this will go here. All right. Oh, yay! You found one. Did you already have it, or did you find it from your stash? Or did you find somebody to borrow one from? Okay, so I'm gonna lift this with, you guessed it, low profile foam. That's my favorite. Oh, cut that a little short. Oh, I could have used this whole thing. Not quite. Almost. This was my original low profile foam. It's like under 1 millimeter. I love it so much. I can't find it anymore though. This was hiding in a bunch of scraps. Because I thought I had used it all already, but I found it in a pile of scraps and saved it. So I know I don't have those, but I did leave a little bit of room, so I can still tuck them under. So, a little something like that. And then these will go under. And I guess I should continue. Ugh, that's gonna be so. I guess I should continue the stripe, the angle, right? I feel like I just want to make it go straight. not try to continue the diagonal. Is that a bad idea? Good night, Carla. Oh, you ordered it? Oh, did you order like the nested one? Don't they have a nested cupcake die set? They do so many nested die sets. Okay, this might be a bad idea, but I was thinking of doing it like that. So it's not diagonal. And it's easier to cut it in half. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. And got a lot of dried glue on here. What's everybody's dinner plan tonight? I'm having sushi. I cannot wait. I'm just eyeballing this. That looks about right. I guess this should scoot over a little. Yikes. Oh well. Man, that glue's too good. Darn it, barely art. Sticks so good. Oh my gosh. We had at the Paper Escape, the summer break with Olo one, we had giveaways, and it really astounds me that there are always, it feels like there's always unclaimed prizes. And there were 2 unclaimed prizes again this time. So I just hold over the prizes so that, like, that's what I did with there were unclaimed prizes from April. And so, oops, I don't want to do that one yet. There were unclaimed prizes from the April Paper Escape, and so I just held those prizes over and gave them out at some of them anyhow. Gave them out at the summer break with Olo. Funnily enough, those prizes, the extra ones, they were claimed. Oddly enough. And then, but there were 2 unclaimed prizes. What made me think of that is that Barely Art was a prize sponsor. That person did claim their prize. Not too surprising. Oh gosh, liquid adhesive is so good. Just need it to nudge a little. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know. But I know why. I know why it is because so this is what happens. I don't know if in the 2 cases of the unclaimed prizes this time around if this is why, but here is my suspicion. Um when you register for the Paper Escape, I have a disclaimer on there that by registering, you're signing up for my mailing list, and that's how I'm. Because I use Flowdesk which is a mass, email marketing tool, which has all of the proper, like, it's like Mailchimp, right? It has all of the proper, I want to unsubscribe, all of that stuff, and that's why I use it. And plus, when you go to send an email out, if it has to go out to like hundreds of people, or thousands even, it will stagger that so that it doesn't, trip spam filters. And I think what happens is people get a ticket to the Paper Escape, and then, isn't the turtle cute? I'm gonna do a turtle on this card. I don't know what the sentiment's gonna be, but I want this turtle. He's so cute. And so what I think happens is that people unsubscribe. Like, I know people unsubscribe, and I think probably they unsubscribe before, the winner announcement, and then they don't realize that they're a winner. So, and I always, because when I emailed the list of winners out, I have a new tool that I built where people can go to a website, and it makes it really easy for them to like claim their prize, and everybody can see, which prizes have been claimed and which haven't. I like this turtle. He's upside down. It's so cute. I don't know what sentiment to put with him. Let's put him on bigger paper. So I think that's what happened. I don't know. Because usually the people who claim the prize are people whose names like I recognize because either they watch live streams um, or they've been to multiple events. Um, and does anybody need like a get well soon card? These are all like get well soon kind of. Oh, the whale is super cute. Maybe I'll do a whale. Wishing you. Oh, I could have made one of these cards for you, Barbara, when you had your surgery. Oh, Barbara's probably driving home. Wishing you. Oh, wait, isn't there like a get well soon? Oh, yeah, there is a get well soon. Oh. These are cute. I want to use the upside down turtle, but the sentiment's so long. Because I think the sentiment that would go with that one is hope you're back on your feet soon. That's like, I feel like it's longer than what I want to put on that card. Oh, well, it would kind of fit. I'm going to use it because I just like that turtle. He's so cute. Okay. And I think it'll fit across there. So this one. Isn't this adorable? Yeah, this is a cute set. That turtle, I know I haven't stamped that turtle. It looks like, because I can see it's like fresh, never stamped. I've crafted with the whale. I can see that. Because I'm not all that great at cleaning my stamps apparently, because that definitely looks like it's been used. Okay, get that. I'm already starting to feel hungry though. Dinner's like hours away. I had lunch. I don't know why I'm hungry. Well, I am very excited for tomorrow's secret sale. Speaking of my mailing list, so if you want, I guess you can still. I'll send one more email out tomorrow for folks who want to join that. And if you've never heard of a secret sale before, it's something I do. I don't know. I don't think anyone else does it, but I don't know for sure. But I do a private live stream, but it's by invitation only. And where's the cut? Okay. And it's always like a first chance to buy something. And tomorrow it'll be your first chance to buy my new Easy Wonder die number 4. Okay. Just using this to get a straight cut here. And the only way to be invited is to sign up to get secret sale invitations on my newsletter. When you go to my contact page on my website, there's like different topics. It won't say secret sale, it'll say tea parties. I also think of them as tea parties because I'm spilling the tea. Now, the die releases publicly on August 21st. So, so this is just like a first opportunity to purchase, a first opportunity to get a look at it, because I'll show you the dies. And I'll tell you now, we normally, the dies are, will be sold at the Not Too Shabby shop. Oh, darn, I feel like I should go a little bit thinner. And we normally don't do any kind of offers. Because it's a new release, so really the perk is that you get to purchase early, and this particular secret sale is being held so early that Jamie, being so good at shipping, she might actually be able to get it out to you before it releases to the public even. So I think I want this. Yeah, it's I like this tool. All the lines can get like a little busy for me though. So it is a little bit hard for me sometimes to try to get it right. But so like I'm going to take a little bit off of the bottom. I'm going to do that with my trimmer though. So yeah, planning on doing that. If I'm making you nervous, just look away for a sec. Took the guard off of my guillotine. I'm usually not that particular, but I felt the need to be on this one for some reason. This is Misty. It came in a set of 2, and I got it on like a super sale. Otherwise I wouldn't normally get something like that. But oh yeah, I like that. Okay, now I need my turtle. Oh no, I don't have the dies for this. I'm gonna have to fussy cut the turtle, because I'll probably just put the turtle above the sentiment. Can you do that with the Spellbinders one? Yeah, I do need a snack. I totally need a snack. Aww. Spellbinders. Oh, can you take the guard off? No. I have not been able to take the guard off of the Spellbinders one. Guillotine, if that's what you mean. This? That's why when I need to do something dangerous and cut without the guillotine, this one, they have engineered this. So I think you'd have to work real hard to get it off. I guess, safety first. But my mini, this one, which I use all the time, and my big, which I use all the time, are both Fiskars, and you can take the guardrail off of both, which I appreciate, because we're all adults. If we need the guardrail, we'll use the guardrails. But there are occasions when it's better not to have the guardrail. Because it was such a small strip, it would be really hard to hold it with the guardrail there. But I'll show you if it makes you nervous to do that. The other thing you could do is you could take this off, put whatever your thing is, and then tape it, tape it down, and then put your guardrail back on, if you don't want to do what I did and be all dangerous, because now you have the tape and you can still use your plastic guardrail, and then you can cut, you know? Because it's hard to put a piece like that, keep it in that position, like get it under your plastic. So you can take it off just for to position it and tape it down, and then when you go to actually cut, you can put it back on. So you don't have to live on the wild side like I do. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I think that every once in a while too. I'm like, man, I wish spellbinders wasn't so strict about their enforcement of safety. Yes, that's another good idea. You can do that too. So what Pam is saying is that if you have a small piece like this, you can just push this to where you need it, and then push this up against, this other piece of paper here, and then hold it down and cut. So that's another good option. All right. Let's see how fast I can fussy cut this guy. Lala is so fast at fussy cutting. It's I'm kind of amazed. It takes me forever, and I go at a turtle's pace. And on top of that, I sometimes feel like I have to go over it multiple times. Although with this one, I can't really afford that because I started kind of close. Because I'll start and then it'll start to get like closer and closer to the lines. And by the time I'm back at the beginning, it's not even the white surrounding. So then I'll just keep going around again. Oops. I should really just cut on the line. And then I won't but I like having the little white border. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And then, oh, maybe, is there room to put, no, there isn't. I wish there was room to put him here and have the sentiment. Like all on one line like that. But there really isn't. So I think it's gonna have to go maybe something like, now I don't know where I'm gonna put this sentiment. Something like that? Does he look weird like that? I feel like he should be. That feels weird to me. I want him at the end of this, but he's too... I guess I can't really... Should I do... I would have to go like this. Should I turn my card? Oh, this is different. What if I did this? Does that look weird? Be honest. think I'm gonna go with that. Because I want him to be in the line with this. I'm going with it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get foam behind here, or yeah. Hopefully this doesn't look weird. So that can go like that. Maybe in between those two. And then this, he's so cute. Maybe I should put him squarely in the middle of the purple. He can take the, oh yeah, he can take the space of the purple. Now the strips look like band-aids. Oh my gosh. Well, that has a very nice unintentional side effect of this impromptu twist. Oh goodness. Has KCC live started? Oh no, I wasn't keeping track of the time. I definitely want to be done by then. Okay. So he's gonna basically cover the entire half circle there, but that's fine. I'm not mad at it. Still glad that's back there. So I just need a little bit of foam behind this part. Okay. Ah, that's so cute. I like it. Not what I expected to do, but I like how that one turned out. Plus the turtle is just super cute. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up, friends. I'll see you in the live chat for KCC Live. Let me see if I can grab the link, because the winner announcement should be happening. And then following that will be the oh good. Yeah, so we're not late, because the live stream, oh, this is perfect timing. Okay, share this. Get a good half-hour break. Thanks, Kristen. Okay, so this is the winner announcement to KCC for all of the July entries. And so let me see if, here's what I'll try to do. I'm going to try to set up my stream, this stream right here. I'm going to try to set it up so that I can actually redirect you guys over to the KCC stream. Let's see if I can still do that at this point. Even though we are, can I still edit things? If not, you can just go to, I guess, that link, but let's see if I can redirect. Oh, yay. All right, I set up the redirect, so it should hopefully take you over to that live stream, and it's a premiere to see who won, who the winners are for the month of July. So if you played along, I hope you enter, because Kendra has she deals with the same thing of people not claiming their prizes. I think because they don't watch the winner announcement videos. So here's a quick recap. This is sketch number 1. We finished that one when I cut my papers. Today we did sketch 2. These are with Lawn Fawn papers and, as much as possible, Lawn Fawn stamps. I'm using enamel dots from Pink and Main though, because I found a nice little stash of them. Oh, I'll go back and bling up this one. And this is sketch number 5. So thanks for hanging with me, friends. I hope, big sorry, apologies for having to reschedule the secret sale, but I hope to see you tomorrow for that if you're able to make it. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll just want to sign up for my tea parties, as I call them, to hear about those, and you'll get an invitation tomorrow when I send out the final reminder. Thanks so much, and I'll see you in the live chat over in the premiere video. That starts in about 20 minutes, so just enough time to grab a crafty snack and, and then pop on over. See you all. Bye.